What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. Today I'm taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video where he went and decided to complain about low support and low tips yet again. Mind you, he did okay for tips. I think he ended up hitting the tier 2 tip goal for the first stream. I think he got one something. He ended up being able to wear a hat, but for MultiVersus, he didn't make so much. But still, he's back in that pattern again where he has a good day, and then he's gonna have 3 or 4, in his words, bad days, low support days. So we started that cycle again. So expect another beg video, to his viewers probably tonight or Monday. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be tonight. So you hear it in the daily wrap. So let's prepare for it. So, and he also goes on to continues yakking about Review Tech USA. So let's get into the video, pimps.
All right, good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday, the 6th of August, 2022. And it was a fun day. Overall, it was a pretty good day. First of all, on the Level 1 podcast, I cleared up a little bit of bullshit regarding some nonsense and drama. Cleared the air with that, laid down the law, and that was the end of that. If you want the full skinny, I really don't want to go into it any further than what I said this morning. You can check out the Level 1 podcast from then. But then, for the second half of the podcast, we talked about my setup. As you can see, we redecorated a little bit, moving the Pac-Man lamp to a better position where it could be better seen, adding little Street Fighter figurines to the various parts of the setup, and kind of rearranged it a little bit to make a lot more sense. So thank you to those who were here for the podcast this morning who helped me with that. That really helped out a lot to redesign my setup here for the streams. People seem to like the newly shuffled around and redesigned setup. So yeah, it should be good. It's nice spruced up, right? Then the first stream today was Final Fantasy VII. And basically what we did is we finished up all of the content heading into the end game, meaning now we're going to firmly be into the end game of the game when we play it again in a couple of days. There's been people keep questioning, am I going to keep going with this game and do all the optional side content, meaning preparing and fighting all those Emerald and Ruby weapons, which are very tough to beat, which will entail training and racing Chocobos, as well as breeding them. It takes a very long time to do. It's going to be a lot of optional hours of gameplay, okay? Well, as I explained today, I'm not opposed to doing it, but I need the buy-in of viewers that they're going to show up, engage, and support. The last couple of Final Fantasy VII streams have been slower. Today, actually, the stream was very slow, and then all of a sudden, someone came in and gave a large tip. That got momentum going again, and then it ended up being a pretty good stream by the end of it. But
All right, who came in and gave you a fake tip? Was it 1 Minute Man? Pimp, that's how it goes with this game, man. Sometimes you have a good streak, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have bad days, sometimes you have good days. And the fact that you have to sit here every single day and do a video holding your den heads accountable for what they're giving you is pathetic, and you need to stop that crap. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay? You did all right yesterday, so why are you sitting here complaining? You made about $160 for the day. Now, I know you want to hit that tier 2 tip goal every stream, but it's not going to happen. You're boring. You're not entertaining. You do the same stuff. And again, you only have about 10 or 15 people that actually support you and donate to you. And they don't have unlimited bank accounts to give you tips over and over and over and over again. Now, you're going to start complaining about memberships, and then your den heads are going to start spending their money on memberships. And then, of course, your tips are going to dip. And it's the same thing every month, man. You just need to shut up and just be happy with whatever you get.
I can't really rely on that every Final Fantasy VII stream. I could essentially, if I wanted to, beat Final Fantasy VII in one more stream. That's how close I am to the end. If I just did story, we could definitely wrap it up. But there's still a lot more to the game, and I don't necessarily want to just end the game prematurely. So I guess my question is, are you guys buying in or not? What we're going to do is we're going to play it again on Monday, and we'll see what happens. I'll probably try to do some of the side content.
He made over, I think he made $110 for that stream. How much more buy-in do you need, Phil? What do you talk? You make it seem like you ended up getting $2 for that stream. You got $110, and most of it was because you were begging pre-stream, and before that you were begging and begging and begging. But you still made $110. So what the heck are you talking about?
And see, you know, how it goes from there, and if it ends up going well and or whatever.
This just clearly shows that it's all about the money for Phil. He's having fun. He's enjoying himself whenever he's making money. He can be playing, he can be playing that horrible Godzilla game that everyone hates. That was just terrible. And if he's making tips, he's gonna say it's a great game. He had a lot of fun, and he's gonna continue playing it because there's buy-in and people are supporting it. So this just clearly shows yet again that it's all about the money for Phil. That's how he base whether whether a day is good, whether he has fun, whether his members are enjoying it. It's all based on how much money he gets. And he simply can't just say to himself, hey, it just might be a slow day for me, so I really can't do much about it.
Then great, we'll keep doing it until I do all the optional stuff, and then we'll beat the game. But if it ends up on Monday, it ends up being a really slow, low engagement stream, then probably we're just gonna wrap it up. So we'll see what happens on Monday. Okay, I'm down for whatever. I'd like to do all the content. I've beaten Emerald and Ruby Weapon before, and I'd like to do it again in this playthrough. Okay, then the night stream was MultiVersus, and tonight I primarily focused in on using Bugs Bunny. All right, I used him for the vast majority of the stream. It wasn't until the very tail end where I used Garnet for about the last 25 minutes or so, but most of the night was Bugs. I learned a lot about him, using him, utilizing his abilities and techniques. I like the character a lot. I got a lot of wins. I was getting multi-eliminations because I like the fact that he's kind of a hybrid. He's got projectiles like the pie, the safe, and he can utilize these to keep combo and hit people from a distance. But at the same time, he has high maneuverability with things like going under the ground with his burrow. And also, he has a really strong charge normal attack. When you charge and release, he has a giant mallet that swings and hits a giant area when he does it. So he's got a lot of tools, and I actually really like him. Certainly not as good close up as other characters, but still pretty darn good overall. I like him, so I really enjoy it. And by the way, I got a ton of experience in the game tonight. I leveled up my battle pass like 2 or 3 entire levels, and Bugs is now like level 11. He's the highest level guy I have right now. Then I switched to Garnet, played a little bit with her. Actually was doing really well with her too, so I had a good time tonight. Now, here's what happened. First half of the stream, people are engaged, 0 contributions. Like, I think we had like $10. And after an hour, I was like, guys, again, I want to keep MultiVersus in the rotation. I like the game. It's different. It's something for variety. It's a fighting game. You guys have wanted to see me play a fighting game other than Street Fighter for the longest time. I'm giving you what you want, yet people aren't supporting it, and I don't understand. Then all of a sudden, a bunch of contributions came in. So that was nice. It wasn't the best. We didn't even hit the tier 2 tips goal, but still, even just hitting 1 level of gold is better than absolutely nothing. I want to keep playing this game, but if we keep having nights where it's like, ridiculous to even get any little amount of support for the game when people are saying they want other stuff, then we're going to do other stuff. It's a shame because they actually announced today at Evo that the new stuff coming up in the game is going to be a arcade mode where you play against the AI in stages and waves, and of course there'll be rewards and things for doing it, and then it will have online co-op for that, an online co-op arcade mode. And then they're going to launch the ranked system soon, where you're going to get rank points for your matches, and that's going to be in the next season. Plus, of course, Morty and then Rick are going to eventually be released as well, plus possible other characters. They didn't give a date for that yet, but we're assuming maybe within 1 or 2 weeks. It was supposed to be tonight, but it got delayed, so we'll see. But yeah, with all that content coming out, it would be a shame for me to drop the game now. I don't want to drop it. I really seriously don't understand why the support is so low for the game. It's lower than when I play old school Street Fighter on Friday nights most of the time. I don't get that. When people have told me actively for years and years, play the new games, the hot new fighting games that are out. Why don't you play them at length? If you play one, you only play a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'll make a concerted effort to play this one. It's got a variety of characters that I'm interested in. Characters from cartoons from my childhood, from comic books that I like, and movies of, recent stuff. It's really cool. I like the premise of the game. There's high production value. The gameplay is there. Everything is there. So I don't understand why there's no support for it. I just don't get it. But I do want to say thanks to those. I mean, there's been like literally 2 to 3 MultiVersus streams now where at the last minute, there's a few people who come in with big contributions and at least make it a reasonable night. And I really appreciate that. But, you know, I can't really rely on that. You know, people are screaming, if you can believe it, people are screaming for Bassmaster and Toy Story and other games. So I need to make it viable to keep MultiVersus in the rotation. All right. Anyway, overall, the streams were great. The gameplay was good, right? We had a great chill time all day long. You know, I really did. I enjoyed a great day overall. So thank you for that. And, you know, overall support was great today. Okay. So what are we doing tomorrow? Batman, Arkham Asylum.
So he just went on a rant for God knows how long about low tips and low support. And then he has the gall to say, overall, it was a great streaming day. God, this guy just pisses me off. And he should piss you off too. He made $110 on his first stream for Final Fantasy VII, right? And he made $50 on, I don't think he made a little bit less. I don't think he hit the tier. I think he may have made $50 on his second stream. And he's sitting here threatening his viewers that he is going to stop playing those 2 games if they don't get in line and pay him and give him tips. That's what he's doing. He's essentially threatening his viewers. Threatening the paywall games, essentially. That's what he's doing. And that's our boy Phil. He's nothing but a terrible gamer, a terrible streamer, but most of all, he is just a terrible person. All right, pimps, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Peace out.